Welcome back, everybody, to Tales of Truja Campaign 3, Episode 4, Shadow of Tythire. We did a little bit of shopping, unintentionally off camera. You all procured items that were valuable to you, potentially made some friendships, and when last we left off, the party was still kind of spread out. We'll say a night has passed, so some of you have slept. Well, all of you have slept, really, in various locations. And we will start with you, Plick, who has awakened on top of a tavern table, just chaos all around you.
What's happening? What chaos?
Presumably from the night before.
What happened? What do you mean by chaos?
Roll me a history check.
Oh goodness.
We gotta get the hell out of here.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
It was a long night. I got a 9.
Okay. Your memory's pretty foggy, but you can remember a bar fight, stripping dwarf. Just you probably lost a lot of gold. And when you wake up, you just realize that the Loman who finally built some camaraderie with you, finally went out to have a drink with you, is nowhere to be found.
I'm gonna use Cloak of Night, and I'm gonna try and loot everyone around me.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Let me rephrase everyone. So, anybody that I see drunk and passed out, and anybody that I see that might be shifty like myself, who might have taken my gold, I'm also gonna steal their gold.
Okay, instead of investigation, let's do sleight of hand at advantage.
18. Okay, the first one was 18. Sleight of hand plus 6. 18 plus 6.
Okay, so you just kind of scurry around as a shadow. To loot, you have to come out of the Cloak of Night and just take stuff from them, but you're kind of doing that in between people. We'll say that you garner a grand total of 22 gold from, and that's a mixed array of silver and gold, but the grand total would just be 23 gold. Or 22 gold, sorry.
Still missing my gold from the night before, that's total.
Yeah. Anything else?
I didn't see anybody shifty.
Mostly just people passed out drunk.
Where's the barkeep?
Also passed out drunk.
Good night. Good night. So bored.
I'm gonna steal the tavern's money.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll say it's in a lockbox, so we'll have you use your thieves tool for sleight of hand. So what that initially does, because you're a rogue, you're proficient in thieves tool. So when you do a sleight of hand check that involves your thieves tool, you add your proficiency modifier, which should be on your sheet, to the sleight of hand check on top.
That's 2 on top of
That.
So as long as you don't roll a 1, you should be fine.
15 plus 8.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah, you open it up and you garner another 130 gold pieces.
Jeez. Somebody's not gonna be happy about that.
156.
As patrons begin to kind of just slightly hear what's going on in the room, and they begin to just wake up, and you move around back around the counter, and you also act like you're like, as you're also just getting up. Anything else?
Can I
that
see
you
him
like
from the
to do?
counter? Because he's a goblin.
Well, not really.
No, I'm gonna just straight towards the door. Not in like a hurried fashion though. Like I'm just gonna stumble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah,
walking.
Jack Sparrow walking all the way. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Sweet.
That's copyrighted, but okay.
No, not if you hum it.
We will come to Tyrium, who I would presume worked very late in the night in that floral shop. Maybe slept there, but you can decide where you
I
slept.
forgot about that.
So the last thing I remember doing was talking to Galadriel before.
You did, but the floral lady
Yeah.
also said.
Oh, yeah, you were out. What I basically did was I only need a 4-hour rest to meditate to get my long rest benefits. So I was just helping her throughout the night get caught up with tidying up plants that were being mistreated. Oh yeah. And then after kind of helping her give her some pointers with what I know, I was also planting the seed that I bought. What was it, elderberries? Is that what they were called?
Elvenberries.
Elvenberries. planting them in my little magical herb while I meditated. We let them marinate.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and you notice they kind of grown a little bit faster than they should have.
As one does.
So, but you woke up or you came out. We won't say woke up because you meditate. You come out of your meditation in the floral shop or in the Sorcery Institute.
We'll do. So I left her to go. Oh, yeah, I guess I would go back to go help her. So yeah, in the floral shop.
Okay, yeah. So you just come out of your eyes just open, very Professor X style, and you just get up. Nobody's in the floor. She's not even arrived to open the shop yet when you awaken.
I guess knowing it's just beginning of day, and I'm trying to find where she's at, see if she's ready to open shop, or if she wants me to take over, or.
Okay. I will tell you that it's probably around 7 in the morning.
So I'm not ready for her shop to be open. I'm gonna go see if I can find my party.
Okay. Yeah. So you travel.
I'll leave a note saying that I have to leave and that I'll be back in due time.
Okay. Okay. So you travel out.
And I'm also taking some plants in payment since she didn't pay me in gold for my services.
Okay. Roll me 2d6s.
2 d6s.
Yeah.
Just a 4 and a 1.
Okay. So you are going to get a plant called Prussian belladonnas. And what they are is they're little tiny berries. 2 to 5 berries consumed are lethal. They're small blueberries scattered across Truja. May look harmless to most, but desperately avoided by the natives. Convulsions and hallucinations as a result of ingestion.
So with my nature of knowing plants and stuff, do I know that this is typically used as like a coating for weapons?
Yes.
In the battlefield?
Yes, you would know that these berries are not of an up and up nature, if that makes sense. And then
Well, I didn't know if like they're commonly used as like sedatives or
yes. And then the next thing we will give
How many of
you-
these do I have? Just the one plant?
You get 2 to 5 of them.
2 to 5 berries itself, or like 2 to 5 plants? I just didn't know what to put in my inventory.
We'll say 2 plants.
2 plants.
That's a felony in most states.
And I guess it's
Shut
I guess you have 2 plants. I guess you have 2
It is in
plants.
ours.
And each
and
plant produces
2 to 5 berries.
2 to 5 berries. Okay.
That was good.
I like that. That was good.
And the next thing you're going to get is a frost willow.
Ironic for you.
And what's a frost willow?
Frost willow.
And what's ironic about this one is it seems to have a kind of a natural spell on it, causing it to snow on top of it. Kind of travels with the pot that you take it in.
That's neat.
And only found on the coldest of mountains when the branches of this violently falling frozen willow let me read this and I'll tell you what it does.
Our GM's not a strong reader.
I'm like 90% sure that's my handwriting. So that can have like a big part to do with it.
Okay, so yeah, it's made in a sleep potion. So if you kind of just boil this, if you boil the branches of this little tiny willow down into like a tea, and you get someone to sleep it or get someone to drink it, they will fall asleep for roughly 10 hours.
I need me some of that.
Calm down, Bill Cosby.
And that's what you
Hey,
take.
yo. So I try to go into town and finding where my parties are. I go to the public area known, which would be a tavern, see if they notice any of my party members.
Yeah. So you travel to we'll say the closest tavern, similar to what they did. And as you're walking, you see the small little figure of Click, just green goblin ears, as he's just strolling down the road, happy as can be. He doesn't notice you yet.
I just kind of like just slowly inch closer to where I'd be almost passing by him, and kind of turn to walk with him, and I just whisper to him like, have a good night last night.
Are you gonna throw a punch at him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's from a goblin,
Yeah,
so I would
he's 3
assume.
foot tall. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be like,
Okay, yeah, so we'll play it like this. Clark, give me a dexterity saving throw.
that's fantastic. Oh my god, it's not great. It's not great. Let's see here. 6. Down at the bottom. Yeah. Where's my dexterity? Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay, so you just almost managed to slip out of the way as Flick's fist connects with the outside of your thigh. It doesn't do any damage, it's just slightly painful. And Flick, you also notice that this is Tyrion.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I just wrapped my head on, so I'm like, no problem, lad.
I had so much to drink last night.
I just said, well, with that being said, you happen to know where the others are.
I have no idea.
This is chaos.
I didn't even know where I was this morning.
Oh,
I made out with quite a bit of gold, though.
well, I must have had quite the night then. I reckon we should try to find our party.
I'm going to the shopping district.
What do you need to shop for now?
I don't know. I just got 123 gold.
Any questions about where that gold came from?
0.
0.
Not gonna question your methods, but let us put our efforts towards our main task at hand. Let's
Okay, you two set off like a systematic search of the alleys. I'm really saving you for the end here. And we will come to you, who is the only member of the party to awaken in the Sorcery Institute, in the room provided to you.
We had a room.
LOL. Tables in the tavern are way better.
I guess as I wake up, I gather my gear and I set off to find the rest of our party.
Yeah, so when you wake up, you kind of notice that your staff floating beside you on your bed, a kind of red aura surrounding it. Anything you want to do with it?
Lick it. Stick it. Pop it.
Can I do like an arcana check on it? Figure out what's wrong?
Load it. Pull the trigger. Pull it. Pull it.
Okay, don't say it.
Load it! Rack it!
26.
26?
Yeah.
Pull it.
Okay, so, yeah, go ahead and check them, guys. When you grab the staff, you kind of realize that this is the blood attunement that you were seeking from the elderly elven bookkeeper from before.
Madame Ghislaine.
No. The elderly bookkeeper in the staff room that you visited.
The dude with the curly eyebrows.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
one who
yeah.
was sleeping.
Yes.
Not sleeping.
I can't remember
Yeah,
why.
the one who... I was awake!
So, I have a note wrote here that says Madame Ghislaine.
Mm-hmm.
What interest is that? Yeah, I can't remember.
She told you to find her at the start of one of her sessions, not the middle of it, to learn from her.
Oh, okay.
And
Teacher.
yes, but it is well before the classes can start. Are you still interested in searching for your party?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you leave the Sorcery Institute. Anything in particular you want to search for with your party?
Alright, one more question.
Okay,
The blood magic that you said on my
That's
staff.
all zeros.
it was a
I mean, I
repulse
don't
thing,
think
remember?
I just
Okay, so
I
it
just
is
don't get that on.
Yeah.
Something lights up and I look at it.
Roper. Okay, where do you go with it?
As I recall, everybody wanting to go to the market to look for supplies.
Okay, yeah, you just you sheathe your staff on your back and you just set off towards the market district as we pan to Matthias, who wakes up.
Oh!
You wake up
Uh,
just covered in grain and just chickens just taking the grain off your chest. You wake up
What's up,
and
chicken shit?
you wake up in like a feed meal. It's almost like, yeah.
Bloody. Okay, so, well, I'd like to.
But you wake up completely naked.
completely naked.
Yes, completely naked.
Completely naked.
Yes.
All right, well, I'd like to look around and see if there's anybody in there.
Just chickens.
Just chicken. Okay, I'd like
No
to.
gear, no nothing.
I'd like to look around for my gear.
Give me an investigation.
Chicken fucker.
6.
I mean, it's not too terribly hard. As you get up and you just kind of push the chickens off of you, you stand up and kind of towards the fenced entrance of this place, you see one of the shoulder pauldrons you bought.
I'd like to go pick it up and
Yeah.
put it on.
Yeah, you put it on. Give me a history check.
Dude.
That's great.
5.
Okay, yeah, you have no recollection of the route that you took to
Mm.
get to the feed mill.
They're in the bag, but they were. Okay, I'm gonna well, I mean, I guess, man, nothing on except the freaking shoulder things.
Yeah, but it's naked. Except
Still.
for a shoulder pauldron.
Swanging it.
Freaking goblin got me messed up. And he wants to be friends. I don't know about it. I guess so I don't know where I'm at like at all.
Mm-mm.
Is there okay now that I'm outside, right?
Yeah, you are outside. You
Is
just
there
don't know-
anybody outside? Is there anybody around me at all?
Yeah, when you come out on the streets, there's a city guard posted at a nearby corner. Probably you come out of the feed mill, you take a left, and there's a city guard just kind of posted at that next corner of the street.
I would like to walk up to him. Naked as a jaybird, apparently with one shoulder on. And like, hey, you wouldn't happen to seen any gear laying around, would you?
And he just kind of looks you down. And he goes, I'm guessing that you came from the tavern district. You're gonna need to head. I'm sorry. Can you put that thing away?
I take the shoulder thing off and put it on like a cup.
It's like a baby.
But wait, are my genitals large enough that they're like dangling below the shoulder, or is the shoulder covering the whole thing?
I would say you more have like the eagle going on. It's perched on top.
Poking its head out.
Yeah, no, and once you cover up, he's kind of like, go down until you hit Arundel Street. Take a left, go up 2 streets, take another left, maybe a half mile, take a right, and you'll be back at the tavern district.
I mean, I freaking guess I would like to keep an eye out for any other gear maybe laying around as I walk toward those directions.
Okay, yeah, so you take off walking, and we come back to our goblin and elf pair, who have headed to the market district. One of you all, only one, give me an investigation check.
Get my investigation.
He's plus
Can't catch a
3.
break.
This is probably better than. I don't think mine's that high. Investigation. Intelligence. Yeah, yours is probably better than mine. Oh yeah.
18 plus 3.
Okay, so as you come into the market district,
So as we're walking, I'm just gonna look and nudge the plate like. Looks like you're not the only one. I had a rough night last night. Let's see if we can help poor Matthias.
Matthias.
oh,
Matthias.
you're not around him yet.
I think somebody just walked by and saw him.
No.
No.
Oh.
As you come into the
Never mind.
as you come into the market
Back.
district, you notice a small Domin child pats you at incredible speed.
A small dominant child.
Yeah.
So I assume
Like
this
in
kid
the-
has significance since you brought him up. So I'm gonna use
Meta
I'm gonna use deviant shadows to grab his ankle and trip him as he's walking.
Okay, he is moving double fast, like double his movement speed.
Double time, you say.
So he's gonna smack the ground.
Well, no, your roll to grapple him will be at disadvantage because he's moving just so quick.
Maybe you could just holler at him.
Hold up.
Do I not see what's going on?
Oh, did you roll an investigation?
No, he did. You said just one of us.
Okay, yeah. So he's the first to notice it, and then as the kid passed you, it's like a road runner scene.
Did he run
Wind-
between the two of us?
Yeah, like wind comes through and like just is about to blow you off your feet.
So if he ran between us, first thing we'll do is just check, make sure nothing on me is missing.
Okay, yeah. Give me a investigation.
How fast are my shadows?
'Cause
'Cause that's really the main question here. Even if he's running, it just matters how fast my shadow
Well, that's
is.
what I'm
'Cause
saying. It's doable.
It's 40 feet from me.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
doable, but the fact that with how fast he's moving,
So he's like booking it.
yes,
Faster than a normal kid should be running.
yes.
Investigation's of 15.
Yeah, all your stuff is there. It just you're just kind of taken aback by how quick this kid moved through. Give me your shadows grappling check.
Great roll. Kevin Clutch here, my guys.
Let's see. Been a 9 on the first one with the added bonus.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Just a kid. It meets his. It meets his.
You just take the right foot, put it right behind the left foot. He can't go in front.
It meets his AC.
Okay.
And so as this kid gets just a little bit, like 10 feet past you, your shadow is just kind of like, if you could imagine this little goblin shadow just kind of kicks its foot and trips the kid. He skids across the ground, and you notice a pair of armored boots on his feet.
Hmm.
Do I hear the thud happen behind me?
Yes.
I'm just going to turn, and I'm going to look at Plick like, I'm guessing you had something to do with this.
I'm gonna put my knee on the back of his neck, put my knife underneath his throat, and be like, "Where did you get the boots? I want time for those. Where? What else you have?"
He takes his shirt off, and he's giving you his shirt. He's taking the armored boots off.
I'll give him anything that isn't mine other than his gold in the boots.
Okay. So yeah, you take the gold, and some lady off the distance says, That goblin's bullying that child!
I just, I drew a crap rose and I handed it to her.
You what?
Give me a charisma check.
Wait, what? What did he pay?
Druidcraft.
So 15.
Yeah, so she sees the rose and she says, Never mind,
Yeah, I
everybody.
was going to say, while I'm handing the rose, like, my apologies, dear lady. He stole from one of our friends. Please don't mind.
Never mind, the kid's a thief, send him to jail.
Off with his head.
Just people just don't even pay attention to this lady as she talks. But yeah, you have found the boots of endurance.
How much gold did the kid have?
Oh, you're taking his gold?
Yeah, I'm taking the gold in the boots. He stole from us.
He's presumably a peasant child, so no gold on him.
Fine, I'll give him 2 gold.
Hold on, he did have 2 copper pieces.
I'll take the 2 copper pieces. Hey, give him 2 gold pieces.
I'll trade you.
Okay, so yeah, so you take the 2 copper pieces.
I love it.
You give him 2 gold pieces, and he says, "That's worth it, sir."
Shut it! Get out of here!
And he takes the gold and he runs off. With this new information, is there anything else?
We're going there.
I would say I'm gonna look at Plick like to the alleyway.
That's what I said.
Okay. As y'all are traveling to the alleyway, Salvor, you notice your compatriots with a pair of iron boots heading towards an alleyway as you enter the market district.
I'd like to meet up with them from a distance.
You don't want to say anything like, "Hey, you're just gonna
Just
walk
kinda
in."
slide
Okay, yeah.
in.
So by the time they get to the alleyway, you arrive. In the alleyway, you all find a pair of just, I wouldn't say overly nice, but they are presumably Matthias's undergarments.
Please tell me it's a thong.
Well, I will let Matthias tell you what it is. It can be whatever
Please
you
tell
want
me
it
it's
to
a
be.
thong.
What are your
I
undergarments?
gotta write this in my equipment.
G-string.
Matthias.
Think of like an 80s bikini bottom where it's like really high up on the hips.
But
and it
lacy?
yeah.
Alright.
And And there's a little tiny pouch for the perched eagle there. Too.
like
I just take a sip. I believe this is Matthias's.
Yeah, now you can use druidcraft to track it. No, I'm just kidding. But maybe the bear form?
Saying bear form, yeah, using the smell, I could probably track it.
And you
That's
arrive.
kind of the point.
Who picks up the undergarments?
Oh, I definitely grabbed them.
Okay, so you arrive as Tyrion has picked up the undergarments and he's just sniffing them.
Seeing if these are someone that we know.
What the hell's wrong with you?
See if I recognize this.
He's a lawman.
I would like to offer my aid to the party.
with a
and
giant dog.
I mentioned that I can turn into my wolf form and track down Matthias based off the episode.
So what you're saying is you want.
He just sneaks into an alleyway.
What Matthew did was like, me, I'll sniff the balls. No, just kidding.
Mind you, I'm a lowman, dude. I haven't washed in like 3 months.
That's what I'm saying. These are nasty.
Like if you like can imagine like old cartoony like fly buzzing and like little.
They don't look lacy anymore. There's cheese in between the laces.
Okay, so
Like you could squeeze it and it looks like you're drinking milk.
Just a question for you. Just the first time I met them was in bear form, so I'd imagine the keen smell shit would kick in. Do I need to transform back to bear to use that smell to help track them, or do you think just?
I would say yes.
I think
I would say
Wolf Boy wants
yes
to
because
sniff.
as you would know the smell of him as a human, it wouldn't augment the ability,
Right,
the
to
smelling
track
ability
him.
of a human. But Stalavar has shown up in character and has said that he volunteers to sniff the ball.
Yay.
I just looked at him and I
As a wolf.
better you than me. And I
Like-
hand it to him.
50 shades. 50 shades of
And as I hand it over, I just kind of turn and go.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Logan.
So then I'll cast my Animorph.
Oh, what is that
Turn
dude's
into a
name? He
wolf.
reads 50 Shades of Grey, and it's that dude's with a really annoying voice.
Oh, Gary Busey.
No, not Gary Busey. He talks like this.
That's Gary.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
No, Gary Busey has the really, really, really unnerving smile.
He's the weirdo.
Please, another Gary.
Gary
then.
Busey.
R.I.P. I'm pretty sure he died. R.I.P. to a legend.
He
Oh,
didn't die, but if he sues us, we'll bring back Steven Seagal, and not the current one, the one from Under Siege that beat his butt. Yeah.
What?
It's a movie. You just wouldn't know.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I
I'm,
wouldn't know.
I'm older than you.
Are you?
No, just kidding.
Are you?
Gilbert
Okay.
Godfrey. Thank you.
Soldier's another GP.
Let's eat Gilbert's grapes.
Mama.
Mama.
Okay, Matthew, give me God. I don't even.
puckered at his touch.
All right, let's get a shit on them.
I don't
Get
even
it.
know. I don't even know what to do for this one.
I
God.
have to make a note that Salvar has Matthias's underwear.
Let's say just give me.
Nature?
Gosh, I'm really thinking.
Survival?
We'll do for the sake of it just an investigation.
Yeah, but what are the wolves investigating? I rolled a 19 naturally anyway.
Well, yeah, that'll do it. But
That'll do.
Yeah. Well, I'll just elaborate.
so
So we're just a goblin and an elf are just following a wolf
yes,
straight down with
With a crotch on
with
his
a face
I got
mask.
one of the wolf's back.
okay.
One of them should put it over my head so that.
That's what I was saying. Like it's like a COVID mask,
The
but
leg
it's just
holes.
Matthias's underwear.
It's like a gas mask, the one that nauseates you.
It's a gas mask, but in all intents and purposes, what it actually is, it's where Matthias puts his gas.
Yeah, so they wrap it around you. Your eyes are poking out, and you're going through the town. It's almost kind of like a movie scene, you know, where like the aroma is like lit up for a color for you, and you're just following it, and eventually you lead them to his pants before his other shoulder pauldron, and
We're obviously picking this up as we go.
yes, his shirt, and then you just eventually you all come and crash in the middle of a street on your way back to the tavern district. with Matthias. Like it's almost like cartoon style. You come out and you'll almost just clash.
Like lost
into
the
each
Like
other.
smell.
all of my stuff?
Yes.
Like they find all of it?
Yes.
Okay, like backpack. I'm just point that out.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
So we see Matthias or no?
Yeah, and he's sitting there like huddling down the street. People are staring as he's got his pauldron covering his.
Butt cheeks! Come here!
Mm.
Oh,
I would
jeez.
like to look at him with the fucking underwear on my face and just kind of
Well,
start barking at him.
Well, he doesn't. He also, I will remind you, you do not know that Salvar has the ability to
I've
aim.
done it in front of him.
No, you have not.
Not yet.
But the goblin and the druid.
I did
it,
whenever
so-
the assassin attacked us.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you know that.
Okay, whatever. I see my underwear on this wall. And this goblin screaming at me, apparently.
Cover! Put that thing away! What are you trying to do? Scare children?
Inside the pauldron, you just hear ding 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 ding.
This is all you.
I will remind you, 2 episodes you said, man, I didn't get to do anything. But now you've scarred half the children.
In the great words of that one guy, fuck them kids. So, okay, so, let's see.
Illegal
here.
jokes. This is a joke.
Goblin, this is all your fault. I don't even know what happened last night. All I remember is you putting boots on me, us drinking, and now I'm naked.
Sounds to me like your magic can't handle your liquor.
Okay, do I see them holding my stuff?
Yeah, they,
Oh, they.
We've already,
As they're already
put
just handing him an article while he's
Yeah.
Wagging my tail.
yeah. So you're sitting there complaining as you're like,
Gearing
one-
up.
like you're getting dressed, like it's all your fault.
Goblin, yeah, okay.
I don't know. Nobody said he pulled the underwear off.
No, I'm gonna look at the wolf and be like, you seem to be enjoying that a little too much. I'm just gonna let your teeth close. As you can obviously, like, his tongue's hung out. He's like,
Yeah, now I dare you to animorph back into your real form.
I just turned to the party and said, well, now that we're all together, I believe we need to seek Alendro before we head out.
I've got stuff I gotta go do now that I have all my.
What do you
back.
have that you need to do?
First of all, don't talk to me like that. You're not my boss. If I don't want to go, I won't go.
While they're
That's
arguing,
fine.
I'm just gonna
You
like
don't
go
want to
to the underwear off my face back.
You don't want to go. You don't have to. We have.
I'm okay to go. I just gotta go do something first. Like I just
I
did.
asked the question.
Yeah,
What do
and
you
I
have?
told you. You said, "Hey, can we go to Galandron?" And I said, "Hey, I got stuff I gotta do
And I
first."
said, what do you have to do?
And I said, "Don't worry about that. I'll do what I do. You're not my dad. Like I don't know why
And
you."
that one's going to the shopping district.
Well, I gotta go. Yes, that's where I want to go anyways. So, Plick, would you like to go with the shopping?
Sure.
list?
I
Okay.
will point out that not every member of the party has to, in fact, go to see Galandro.
Well, me and Plick are heading to the shopping district.
I would head with Tyrion.
I say, I just look at Salvar and like, should we go with them so they don't get naked again?
You can't answer that question.
He can wag his tail.
I will
You take a
take,
deep sniff.
I'll take the underwear, kind of gently rub it off my face, and transform back to answer his question.
Okay.
Does he still have the red rocket, or is that go away?
No,
too?
no, that goes away.
He's not painting you a picture anymore.
They don't call him the lipstick for nothing.
That's a family guy.
I think we'll let them deal with their own troubles that they get into.
Okay, so
Hey,
you
Plick, wanna go
two.
get in trouble.
I hesitate and I look at them as they wander off. And I just kind of hesitate and I walk towards the Sorcerer's Academy where Galadriel is.
Yeah, so you two and Toe go towards the Sorcery Academy. You two go towards the Market District. We will stay with Salvar and Tyrion for now. You enter the large doors of the Sorcery Institute, and you find your way back to Galandril's office. He's in there. When you enter the room, he's in there, book on the desk, researching about the Guild of Deadly Whispers that he told you about, and he's alerted by a magical chime as you enter the door. As he comes up, he says,
You'll see that.
"Ah, yes, just the two I was looking for."
I, again, just bow out of habit. Say, Lord Galandriel, it seems the party we have is has a lot of potential.
Talk about it.
I'm having a hard time reaching out to some. Look, it's a wonderful student. I just don't understand his nature.
Yeah, and Galandriel goes, I love Click. He's somewhat of a genius, but I would agree with you. I will say that You are to at least some degree stuck due to the magical prowess of Imran. The seals on your arms, no one at this academy can break. But being born into the family you are, I imagine that you have the leadership skills to corral this party into what needs to be done.
I'll do what I can.
And you too, Salvar, although I don't really know who you are, but you seem a bright young man. Is there anything specifically that I can help you with?
Where do we need to go again? I'm so lost with all this new information, these new places.
Well, right now, I don't expect you to be leaving the city. I gave you the gold, so you could be prepped just in case, but there is, at least in some manner, a way that this seal on your arms can be broken, and it is my professional guess that in solving the mystery of the other night, you will be relieved of your burdens of responsibility.
I don't think anything will ever break those burdens.
Well, I can help you in some way. I have at least while I'm continuing my research, I have compiled a potential lead for you.
What can it be?
There was a young Dawnman, not from a particularly noble family, by the name of Edmund Grassi.
Degrassi. You're definitely getting sued.
He was presumably put in charge by the First Lord of the Peace to organize the town guard and security for the festival. If there is somebody who can tell you anything about that security, I would like for you to investigate and to figure out how this summoning circle you told me about was able to pass through the bounds of their cordon.
Where is this festival being held at?
It's the one from the other one. Edmund Rossi is currently, at least to my knowledge, down there at the ruins of said festival. He could use all the help he can get. He's a very timid fellow.
Let's see to run away.
Salvar, can I help you in any way?
Flappy believe it'll be okay. I will accompany Tyrion on his journey to help out Roxy.
Should have just flipped him off.
Yeah, so you all leave the academy, not leave the academy, but leave the office, and we will pan back over to you two in the market district.
I'm gonna try and find the shadiest person in the market district, walk up to him, and be like, I have 2 copper pieces and 1 gold piece. Because I took that kid's 2 copper pieces. Is that what the market is?
Yeah, so you stop at a beggar's, let me pour this one. You stop at a beggar along the way, and you give him the pieces. He's kind of whispering to you. And he leads you to the back of a restaurant called the Salted Boar. And he's like, what is your interest in the black market?
I'm a goblin! What do you mean?
Fair enough, but your friend here does not seem like somebody who would be interested in the black market.
Does he look like someone you'd like to argue with?
I flexed.
Fair enough.
Just 2 hours ago.
Why do you think I keep him around?
Well, the black market.
I need muscle.
The black market is located in the.
I go for a lat spread.
Okay. The black market is located in the basement of the Chapel of Zeros.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna. Is that cool with you?
I gotta hit up the forge to get my claymore back.
Let's do that, and then we're gonna go to the
No,
black.
I guess I should do that in character. First, I gotta go get my claymore back.
Yes, your sword.
Yes.
We just leave the beggar.
So you all travel back to the blacksmith shop, and as you enter, an attendant, not the one who met you before, as he said he might not be in there the next time that you entered, but
I'm sure he did say that.
he asked you, so, Are you here to place an order or pick up an order?
What? I'm here to pick up my sword.
Your ticket, please. If you recall, the man gave you a ticket.
Oh, I still have it. It's in my backpack.
Okay. Yeah, you pull out your ticket, and he brings you back your claymore with the specifications that you asked for.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Serrated.
hardening it up and serrating one edge of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now it has kind of like teeth on one side
Mm-hmm.
and the claymore blade on the other side.
Mhm.
He says, I hope that you'll find this satisfactory.
Now, does that increase my damage or anything?
Yeah, we'll do
+1.
we'll do +2 bleeding damage as when you strike with it.
And do I have to specify which edge I'm striking with to make
I
that
feel like if you
bleeding damage?
stab and pull out, it's gonna be the bleeding.
Huh?
If you slash.
So if I slash,
Yeah, so if you use the serrated side, or if you do what
The-
Mark said, like the stab and then pull out, it'll depend on how you animate it, and I'll adjust from there.
fair enough. Okay.
Right there. We will pick back up with Tyrium and Salvor on their. Actually, we'll say that you all have made it to the like once again wrecked festival site. When you get there, no rolls needed for this. It's pretty broad daylight. When you get there, the guards are in their similar cordons to the last time you visited. There is a contingent guard in the alleyway where you all found the summoning circle. In the middle, coordinating the efforts of the guards is
Was the guard that seen Jacob naked there? Just curious.
Not that they would know.
Oh, okay. But is he there?
Well, that they don't know yet. But he could be somewhere, but not in front of
You
them.
just see one soldier off to the side, like.
And coordinating
Just
the
lift up his
efforts,
visor a little bit.
coordinating the efforts of the guards is a Dawnman that seems to be sitting in a medieval style wheelchair in the center of the ruined festival. And he's kind of giving orders to the guard captain.
It's a wild guess. This is Mr. Grassi.
Well, Edmund Grossi.
Drossi? Oh, they said
Yeah.
Grossi.
I know that was me.
Ah.
Duh. Grossi.
D. Rossi?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk over to him. I guess Salvar's next to me, or are we all four together?
No, just you and Salvar are here.
Really gonna disrespect that guy by walking up to him?
But I can look at my legs. They were over him. Couldn't I?
Anyway, I'm just gonna go up to him and be like, I happen to know who Mr. Edmund Drossi is. Yeah.
He just kind of wheels his wheelchair around to face you, and he says, "In fact, I do. Edmund Grossi, pleasure to meet you.
Ah, yes, Tyrium.
You should get on your knees to talk to him.
Look me in the eyes." No, and he's like, "Can I help you?"
Yes, Galandrel said to speak with you in reference to some events that's happened here recently.
Was there, he would have done an Arcana check on them legs.
Oh, yes. Galandril did tell me that he would be sending envoys my way.
I just kind of show him the rune on my wrist, or try to if it's visible. I don't know if it's always visible or only flares
No,
up.
it is.
Okay.
It's
I just
kind of
showed
it's
him.
seared into your skin. And he looks at me and goes, "That is quite a nasty burn that you acquired there." You can just tell he's kind of drained of energy. He's probably been at this for a large portion of the night into the day. And he tells you that he needs you to interview 2 guards. He does not quite know their whereabouts because they have not reported the ship since the night of the attack. One of them is Ismay Danu, and the other one name is Patroclus, and that's like just he doesn't give you a last name.
Okay.
And he pretty much tells you, I need you to find these 2 guards. They're the only member of the festival staff that is still at large. They have not reported for their shifts. They have not given me their accounts.
Mr. Joss, are they all dawnmen, or what should I be expecting?
They are Dawnmen. They are members of the they are members of the Crown's God who guard the city. The only distinguishable feature from their armor, if they're wearing their armor, is that they would have a crown crest instead of an eagle crest on their chest plate.
What were they last supposed to be reported to?
They were supposed to be at the northeastern corner of the games field, and as you can imagine, so to relay out the games field for you before it was destroyed, you had just one stretch of road, and you had all of the food vendors on, if you were staring down the road, on the right-hand side, and all like the 10th attraction. On the left-hand side, the northeastern side would be the side that you all approached from. That's where they were supposed to be guarding.
So they're close by to where we're at.
Yeah, so they were supposed to be guarding the academy side of things.
I will let my party members know. Have you ever seen this marking before? I know you said it's a nasty burn, but have you ever seen this in your experience?
I have not, but Master Galadriel did inform me that you were marked with a sealing spell, and that your security was of the utmost importance to his investigation here.
Is there anything you would have of us as of right now in this moment? I see you are working tirelessly to get these people corralled.
The only thing that I could tell you is that there was a young academy student also working security that night. She, in fact, also brought the academy staff that ended up helping quell the catastrophe, and her name is Tara Ockerman. And you should find her. I know she does a sort of internship at the Royal Apothecary on the Palace grounds. You might find her there.
Will do. Is there anything you need from me here?
No, finding my missing gods would be the most expedient thing you could do for me.
We'll get on right away. We have 2 other party members we're going to find to hopefully help us expedite the situation.
Very well. Godspeed. And that brings us to our mischievous duo.
So, as we finish our conversation, I just look at someone like, we need to find these 2. If they want to go off and split off, we should at least have them look for somebody.
Let's inform them of the information that was just told to us.
Your all's last thing you knew from him is they're heading towards the market district.
Just gonna mosey in the area.
Yeah, so yeah, you all make a beeline for the market district.
Yep.
However,
Beeline and Mosey are 2 totally different things.
well, yeah, but I meant take like the fastest path to
That's
the...
not how you mosey, though.
Well, they're moseying, taking the fastest moseying path. They're taking the laziest beeline you've ever seen.
Really counter. Okay, whatever. Fine.
But anyway, coming back to our mischievous duo, you all have just reached the Chapel of Zeros, kind of center of the city, kind of deal.
So we're just gonna go to the basement.
Well, you have to go in to go to the basement.
Do we go in?
Yeah.
Do I though?
Well, you might not, but he will definitely have to go in.
Do we see any alternative paths to the basement?
Now, if you could imagine like you've played Oblivion, so if you could imagine the chapel like that, it's kind of all built stone up out of the ground, and the
so
entrance to the
there's no way
basement
to-
is going to be
yeah.
inside the chapel.
Follow my lead. So we're gonna go in.
Oi.
Yeah, you go in and there's just clergymen everywhere, kind of monk-style clothing. Some of them chanting, some of them polishing altars. Just random people coming in and visiting the altars.
Do I see anything similar? Because I know this is different races. Do I see anything similar to like a drow or like a goblin or anything that you would see just doing not so great things? any of them happen to be clergymen.
Give me an investigation check.
15.
Yeah, so you do notice a kind of lowman clergyman who is over there, and he just kind of seems to be maintaining his distance from the rest, but he has the most amount of visitors that come to speak with him, and they hand packages back and forth, and it almost seems as if, like, if you weren't intently looking for this, it would seem as if they were handing him, like, prayer letters, something like that, and he was blessing them as they leave, but he is also sitting in a darker corner of the chapel as they do this.
Following your
You
lead.
say he's sitting in a darker corner of the chapel?
Yes.
Why don't you tell me
What?
that you noticed him? Because I probably didn't.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna look at my lowman friend here. I'm gonna be like, "There's a lowman in the corner."
Let's go talk to him.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna go talk.
You do the talking, Goblin.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna be like, "Hello there.
Hello?
How are you today?
Fine. How are you?
Why are you nervous?
Nervous? I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are you stuttering?"
Are you from Porktown?
Yes, I am.
So am I. Where'd you grow up?
The slums.
Me too.
That's great to know. So, let me into the basement.
Anyway, where's the basement?
Just let me into the basement.
There's nothing in the basement that...
Why are you stuttering?
Talk plain, boy!
I'm from the slums as well.
all the authors, everything you could want they're up here.
I'm gonna look at him very seriously, my little goblin face. I'm gonna be like, "Listen, from one previous peasant to another, show me where a man can spend the gold I didn't once have."
Yeah, as you tell him that, you also notice that as he is gesturing out to you, his hand, his forearm is revealed, and using your thieves' cant as a rogue, you do recognize.
It's the same symbol.
Well, you recognize the symbol of one of the Forktown-based crime gangs.
Okay.
What's the name?
Do I know it?
Mm.
Like, in my experience in Forktown, do I know the gang?
You do. It's the symbol of the Vander gang.
What do they do?
Petty thefts.
Petty thefts?
They are pretty known for petty thefts and employing goblins.
So he's a goblin worshiper?
I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if a goblin worshiper is a thing, but
Whispering sweet nothing was here.
sweet.
I know Jacob's character is the one that hates goblins.
Well, he didn't answer me about the basement, did he?
No, he doesn't yet. But he says, the marketplace.
Yes, the marketplace. Why would I come out and say that?
The marketplace is 2 miles back down the road.
I'm gonna look at him very seriously. I'm gonna be like, if you ever want the employment of any goblins in Forktown, you're going to listen to what I say.
Okay, speak, goblin.
Tell me where the black market is.
Are you hush when you say this, or is it like an echo?
I'm gonna grab him by the face, pull him in, and be like very quietly.
He says, all right, just let me go.
I'm gonna jerk him back.
And he says, blessings of Zeros upon you, goblin. For further confession, follow me. And he takes you to a stairwell.
I follow.
Okay.
Yeah, Jacob
He takes you to a stairwell.
Does he say anything about Jacob following?
No.
Okay.
He takes you to a stairwell that either leads up to the offices or down to the basements. And he says, I imagine you're going to give me my finder's fee. And he puts his hand out.
Why did you make it so hard?
2 coins for the boat, man.
What?
Persuasion.
18 plus 20.
Fine, just don't blow my cover.
I give him 1 coin.
Yeah, you give him 1 coin. You go down to the basement, and it's almost like a medieval scene of Breaking Bad. You go down there and there's various goblins down there with like
Cooking stuff
apothecary
up.
sets. Yeah, just cooking up what would be magical drugs, and there's just a whole row of vendors of peculiar items. Sorry.
I'm going to roll an Arcana check to see if I see anything that reminds me of the symbols from that ritual anywhere.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll it.
Let's see. 19.
19. You do notice in the black market sector a dwarf kind of forging masks of a similar make. However, we'll pick up on that next time.
Okay.
And that's where we'll end today's episode.
Boom!